All right, let's look at Mount Camel. What happens on this mountain? Somebody will be like, fire comes down. Wow. It's a place you have to meet. You deal with witchcraft. You deal with satanic forces. You deal with principalities and powers. It is a place where Elijah had to face the 400 false prophets. Not only that, but the queen Jezebel. It is a place the enemy puts you into temptations. The lust for life, for money, everything will come for you at this place. It's a place you meet Jezebel. It is a place you have to challenge. There were 400 false prophets, all of them also doing magic to compete with Elijah. I know many believers get just excited with the fire. And they say, oh, Mount Camel, fire came down. There was more than fire that happened there. He was dealing with wizards, witches. He was dealing with Jezebel, a spiritual woman. He dealt with a lot of things happening. And as I'm talking to you now, there are people who are born again. They are fire for God like Elijah. But they are facing resistance. They are facing witchcraft. They are facing demonic influences and sabotages. But I promise you, you're going to win. If your fire has to come from heaven, fire will come down. As long as you are here, as long as the fire is in your heart, it doesn't matter who's coming against you, who's standing on your way. At Mount Camel, we meet everything, we see everything, but we finally come out with a testimony. It doesn't matter. This is a place we face everything. So when you see Jesus climbing a mountain, it's not like he's just doing for fun. He's knowing he's dealing with a mountain. Tell your neighbor, are you here? So when people talk about Elijah and Mount Carmel, all they think is fire. Something more than the fire. It's a place we meet manipulation. It is a place we meet what wants to challenge us. If you're a believer, if you think you're anointed, if you think you pray, if you think, the enemy also raises up a standard against you. It is a place where we show people that we are not your level. We can pass through all these things. We can meet all these things. But finally we'll come out to be number one. And I prophesy to anyone watching me now, whatsoever you are facing now, it doesn't matter. Whatsoever you are meeting in life this moment, it will just make you. If people are thinking and smiling that it's your downfall, they must think twice. Because they just don't know where you are coming from. They don't know the battles you have faced. They just don't know what Elijah had gone through. They don't know. They just don't have an idea. And I promise you you will walk out of this and every enemy shall be ashamed. At Mount Carmel, yes, it's not only fire that came. Yes, sir. It also rained. Yes, sir. Oh, you didn't hear me. It's not just fire. Yes, sir. Fire came to prove that he's a man of God. Oh, yes. And that the God of Israel, he's a true God. Not only that, rain also came to prove the same things. If it has to rain, it will rain. God will do anything he can for you on your sake. Just to prove them wrong. They think, oh, that man is finished. Who? That woman, is finished. Come on. At Mount Carmel, Maybe at Ararat. Maybe at Ho. Maybe at Gilboa. But at Mount Camel, it doesn't matter whether you're 400 witches. It is a place we challenge people. Am I talking to you? It is a place we show people that the God whom we are serving day and night, He's not just a God we read in the newspapers. He's a God who demonstrates His power. And I prophesy to somebody tonight. It doesn't matter how many battles you're facing right now, but I came here to prophesy over your spirit. I came here to prophesy over your life. I came here to prophesy over your career, over your calling, your ministry, your church. I came to prophesy over your finances. It is not over.
My God.
Fire will come down. Rain will come down. Finances will come down. Opportunities will come down. Miracles will come down.
My God.
If you're being monitored, and I want you to hear this, this is very important to understand this. Mount Camel. Say Mount Camel. Somebody says spiritual mountains. These are spiritual mountains. And they're happening in people's lives. Now, if we just remove the mountain and sit and look at the experience, it will relate with you. You'll find that it's either you are at Horeb, where you are meeting your calling, you are discovering your calling, you are thirsty for Christ, or you find yourself that you are at what? At Ararat. You're just stuck. So let's remove the mountains and see what happens on these mountains. You'll find that actually these mountains are there spiritually. I'm here to prophesy. In the name of Jesus.
I receive it.
Every mountain of curses that some of you, your business is operating upon, or your children are operating upon, or your finances are operating upon. It couldn't be you, but what you do, maybe it's operating over one of these mountains. I stand in the name of Jesus that every element of curse, every element of any demonic interference over your life tonight is terminated. I say it's terminated. It's terminated.
I receive it.
In the name of Jesus. Say you mountain.
You mountain.
Causing pain in my life.
Causing pain in my life.
I remove you now.
I remove you now.
I cast you out.
I cast you out.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.